Hi and welcome to Council Recap, where we take the content of City Council meetings and give you the breakdown. I'm Jennifer Murillo. There was only one presentation on the list this week. First, City Manager Eric Lee gave a brief overview on the city's response to the COVID-19 pandemic. As it stands, the city has 1,276 known cases and 29 deaths. The city has taken safety measures to curb the spread of the virus, with mandating face coverings in City Hall and out in public, as well as encouraging social distancing when possible and avoiding large gatherings. Then there were 6 resolutions in the meeting this week. First, Council approved Resolution 8215, allowing Public Works Department to apply for a grant from CalRecycle that will provide funding for programs to help reduce, recycle, and reuse solid waste, helping protect public health and the environment for the next 5 years. Council then passed Resolution 8217, authorizing the city manager to continue the paratransit services agreement between the cities of Gardena and Hawthorne to continue to provide Hawthorne residents with transportation from July 1st, 2020 through June 30th, 2022. Next, Resolution 8218 was also approved. The city will submit to the voters a ballot measure to increase the current utility users tax from 5% to 7.5% in the next general election on November 3rd, 2020. In an effort to be more transparent, the Council approved Resolution 8220. The Council will establish a policy to govern the use of presentations or awards and recognitions to ensure that elected officials do not use them for self-promotion. The Council then approved Resolution 8098, establishing the city's appropriations limit for fiscal year 2019 to 2020 and also 2020 to 2021. This limit sets the maximum amount that can be made from tax receipts, because taxes exceeding this limit must be returned to the residents or may be spent with the approval of a majority vote. With the approval of Resolution 8222, Councilmember Olivia Valentine will be appointed as the city's voting delegate to the League of California Cities annual conference that will be held from October 7th through October 9th, 2020 in Long Beach. The League's membership considers actions on resolutions that establish League policy, and in order to vote, the city must designate a voting delegate. Resolution 8223 was then approved. 116th Street between Van Ness Avenue and Wilton Place will now be renamed as Darlene Love Street. The city hopes to honor Ms. Love for her years as an active member in the community, as a philanthropist, and a constant participant and contributor in civil matters. In the ordinance portion of the meeting, Ordinance 2207 had its first reading. As the City Council is the custodian of the city seal, the Council wants to clarify when the seal may be used. It is limited to purposes directly connected with official city business unless authorized by a majority of the Council. In the public hearing portion of the meeting, Ordinance 2205 was introduced, repealing certain sections of the Hawthorne Municipal Code dealing with accessory dwellings and development standards for all residential zones. This ordinance was drafted to maintain local control where possible, while ensuring state regulations are interpreted and adopted in accordance with government code. In the city manager's consent calendar, the Director of Public Works is authorized to put out for bid the approved plans and specifications for the Prairie Avenue Improvement Project Phase 2. This phase includes improvements such as street widening, new street medium curb, and a new layer of rubberized asphalt. An agreement between the city and UCLA Center for Pre-Hospitalization Care was approved. UCLA will continue to provide Hawthorne Police Department personnel with education in emergency medicine to maintain EMT basic and paramedic certification. Lastly, the city will enter into an agreement with the City of Gardena for a senior case management service. A trained consultant will provide seniors with planning for their health needs, coordinate community resources, and monitor care plans. Well, that's all from this meeting this week. Thank you for joining us for Council Recap. Remember, you can watch City Council meetings in their entirety by going to www.youtube.com and searching for Hawthorne Community Television. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.